Hi everybody. Today's June 2nd, 2020, and I just wanted to come on here and share my heart with mostly friends of mine who are not Black and who do not understand what is going on and why Black lives actually matter. So first, I just want to share a little bit about my background. My mom is Mexican, my dad's Italian, but our family is extremely diverse. So here's a picture of my family at Christmas 2013. Our family has always been really diverse. Although my mom was Mexican and my dad was Italian, her Mexican sisters married other cultures, and so I've grown up around a pretty diverse group of amazing people. So I never had this division towards other people. My whole family has been pretty multicultural and pretty amazing. I wanted to share my first big experience with watching racism firsthand and being there. So in high school, I had a group of friends who we all decided to go to Helix High School at midnight, and play hide and seek. And yes, that was wrong because it was a closed school policy, but there was no drinking, there was no drugs, it was just pure fun. And the group of people I went with happened to be, could have been all Black guys, predominantly Black guys, and the girls I went with were not. So one of my friends, Judy, had a red bug beetle, and AJ's dad, who was with us, had an old hoopty. And so we all went down, played hide and seek, and when we came up, the cops were there. And immediately all the Black guys in our group were handcuffed, and we weren't, I don't even think we were asked our names, but they were all being looked up, searched. A cop asked, "What gang are you guys from?" They tore AJ's dad's car up. There was a cop that just took out like a X-Acto blade and just started tearing up the roof, the seats, looking for, I don't know, drugs, weapons, whatever. But that was not who he was. That's not who we were. And I remember just being like, what is going on? Like, why are they being targeted? This is not okay. And you couldn't ask questions, you couldn't talk. This is in a day and age where it was back in '89. We didn't have cell phones. We couldn't record injustice. But it was a first real rude awakening and ugly reality of how Black people are treated and mistreated. And another experience we had is, so I live in San Diego, California. We don't have snow here. So instead of sledding, we go ice blocking. So we go get big blocks of ice and slide down grassy hills for fun. And that's our idea of sledding. So a big group of us, again, went out to La Mesa Golf Course. And I don't think we realized this was wrong because it's private property, but we just thought these are great hills for sledding down or sliding down. So again, a big group of us went ice blocking there, and it might have been the same group of people, but long story short, the cops came, and again, the females were not even questioned. The guys were all cuffed and treated like criminals, treated like they were already guilty of something, and they were from some gang. They were just, it was so sad, so sad. And I remember thinking, like, going home and asking my mom, like, why didn't you tell me? Like, I had no idea that people were really treated so severely. Yeah, that was my first two big experiences of how different races were separated and treated, and it hurt. It hurt to see that. When I was at Grossmont College, I ended up taking a cross-cultural studies class and met the most incredible Black woman I've ever met. Her name was Dr. Brown, and she became such an incredible mentor to me, and I took every class she offered, and she pretty much ran the African American Studies program there at the time, and ended up getting a degree in cross-cultural studies there, and just learning so much more, and growing in that knowledge of just the injustice. I remember in one of my classes we saw a movie called White Man's Burden, and if you are white and you really don't understand all this and you can't relate, I think you should watch it. It is pretty eye-opening. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you, like, this is real, and if you've never experienced anything like this, this is not your reality, you don't understand, you know, there's so much hatred stirring up right now, and so much division, and it's gotta stop. When Black people state Black Lives Matter, you need to acknowledge as a human being that Black Lives Matter. Don't cross, you know, it out, because that's what you're doing, crossing it out when you say white lives matter, this life, yes, yes, yes. Everybody knows that, but that's not the issue right now. The issue is Black lives. Please understand that Black Lives Matter, which is not about an organization, it's not a hate group, it's not a division group, it's a statement. It's a statement. Can you just say Black Lives Matter? That's all. There needs to be an acknowledgement. When you see animals getting treated better than human beings, when you see animals getting beaten, does it tear you up more than seeing a human being getting mistreated? Human life needs to matter. Human life needs to matter. There needs to be a regard for human life. There has to be. This has got to stop. That is what the original protest was about. Black lives need to matter, just like every other life. They need to be acknowledged that they are not less than because of the color of their skin that God created. You know, if you consider yourself a person of faith, a person that loves God, and you can look at another human being with dishonor because of the color of their skin, that's, something's wrong. Something is very wrong with your heart. You need to check your heart. You need to check your heart. Because God created all of us. He did not make one race superior to another. We are supposed to be God's kids. And I can only imagine the tears that he sheds over seeing how ugly people have been to each other. It's heartbreaking. So I just wanted to say, please, please consider others. Consider others. It is not love to cause division, to cause hatred. It's love to see the hearts of your hurting fellow human beings that are hurting right now. Please, please see that. You know, other groups that have come in with hate, trying to stir the pot, stir things up. That's not what this is about. This is not what that's about. This is about looking at human life, all human life, and making it a point to say, I care. I care about my Black brothers and sisters who, you have no idea what has to be experienced and lived through every day if you're not Black. So please consider that. Thank you.